so much for that splendid welcome. I do appreciate it. And welcome to the man from Auntie, in the midst of yet another extraordinary week, when yet another 80s phenomenon looked distinctly jaded. After Sock Shop and Habitat, other self-orientated, style-orientated, image-led, slickly marketed products bowed to plummeting consumer interest and announced serious cutbacks. David Owen is rumoured to be considering retiring from active politics, which of course came as a huge surprise to the rest of us, as we hadn't realised that being in charge of the SDP constituted being involved in active politics. How are the mighty fallen? Oh, poor old David, the man who would be king, has got left to comfort him in his political dotage is Rosie Byrne, the secret love child of a Cabbage Patch dog. News this week of a major policing initiative. Cardboard coppers. Make you feel safe? I'm sure it does. Well, it'll certainly make acting in the bill look more convincing, won't it? Norman Tebbett's almost pathological arrogance came to a head this week when he tried to appropriate the English language. He objected to the BBC calling the old guard in Russia and the white supremacists in South Africa, he objected to them being called conservatives. Normo, a word does not cease to exist merely because it has been adopted by a political party. Conservative is defined in the Oxford Dictionary as adverse to rapid change, which I suggest rather neatly sums up the old guard in Russia. I don't think the poor old beeb was seeking to suggest that this meant that Ligachoff is a paid-up member of the Chingford Blue Rinse set. They are not implying that Mrs Thatcher's about to whip a copy of Das Kapital from between her gulags, are they? Language is a subtle thing, Norman. When BBC News states that a pregnant woman went into labour, they are not saying that she rushed off to see Kinnock, her waters breaking all over the place. When they mention a liberal helping of food, they are not talking about how much tuck Sir Cyril Smith can shove away. And when they say monster raving loony, Norman, they aren't always referring to you. Military withdrawals were in the news this week. The Soviet army started withdrawing from Czechoslovakia and the British army got ready to withdraw from the ambulance service. Let's hope neither of them are ever sent back. Sadly, the dispute may not be over. Perhaps Kenneth Clarke really is trying to get it ready for privatisation. Maybe that's why Kenneth Clarke called the ambulance people professional drivers. He's going to privatise it. He's going to flog the service off to dodgy minicabs. Imagine that, being rushed to hospital in a Mark II Cortina, fluffy seat covers, half-eaten kebab on the back shelf, Garfield spread-eagled across the back window. Sorry, Gov, don't know this part of town. What's that? Dying, you say? Would that be Mr. or Mrs. Dying? Speaking of driving, a little link here. Motorways were in the news again this week. They are building new ones, even though they realise the present ones are entirely useless. We've known that for years. I mean, the only thing more useless than motorways is the stuff they sell in motorway shops. Nothing you could possibly want. I mean, be honest, has it ever happened to you? You're driving up the motorway as happy as a lark, and suddenly you get this desperate craving for a presentation tin of all butter Scottish shortbread with a picture of White Castle on the front. Hurry, darling, hurry! I'm desperate! I'm desperate! Up the hard shoulder, screech into the service station, handbrake on, run into the shop, barge past all the people in the queue. Please, 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 we're desperate. Have you got a Staffordshire China teapot with a jar of plum jam inside it? Yes, we have. Thank God for that. You're a lifesaver. Anyway, the government have announced their plans to deal with Traffic Jam Britain. They are going to alleviate congestion in our motorways by adding an extra lane. An extra lane on our congested motorways. Now, I can say that this is insanity. Not only that, but I can prove it is insanity. But first, we need to take a look at wider green issues.
What's all this fashionable hoo-ha about turning green? It happens to me most mornings.
Oh, come on, this whole environment stuff's just totally outright. It's like famine, you know, it's just a fashion thing. I mean, let's face it, hunger went out in '85 with Live Aid, okay?
I, for instance, like most people, go on about my environment. But I have a very different attitude when it comes to my home environment. It's a tip. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not going the route of the present government environmental policy. You know, Chris Patton's famous Green Bill. 2 years we waited for the results of Maggie's green conversion when she's gonna save the world. And what is the linchpin of the policy? We're all gonna pick up more litter. Well, phew. Now, ladies and gentlemen, none of us like litter in the streets, but I have to tell Mr. Patton that Eco-Armageddon is a touch closer than a discarded Cornetto wrapper.
Cornetto? I love them, especially the nutty ones. Of course, you've got to know where to shove it.
Yeah, I really love them too, but I'll tell you what, they're bloody difficult to light.
We will never save the world until we develop foresight. We put off till tomorrow what we must do today. Save the forests tomorrow. Stop using aerosols tomorrow.
Do the washing up tomorrow.
Exactly. Why do we put off the washing up? It's irrational. It's irrational. We know it'll only get worse. Look, there is an optimum time to wash up a coffee cup. That time is just after you finish drinking out of it. If you wash it then, it's easy. All you have to do is give it a little rinse, a tiny rinse and a little agitation with the finger. Just finger the rim and it's done.
Oh, did he just say finger the rim? He did. I'm calling the police.
2 seconds and it's sparkling. Lovely clean coffee cup. Your mum comes round and says, nice clean mugs, Benji. Pleased to see it. Do we do that? No, we don't just rinse it out when we should do. Nah. We put the mug in the sink next to the baked bean pan that's been half full of water for 3 weeks. Half full, you notice, so that you can clean the bottom half, but you have to sandblast the rim. We put the coffee cup next to the breakfast bowl with the 16 cornflakes that have been spot welded down. Unbelievable, the adhesive power of a dried cornflake. I mean, you go through 3 pairs of marigolds just trying to prise it off with your thumbnail. Never mind super glue.
When you've got a really tough job, you need a really tough glue. I recommend cornflakes. Just mix them up in a milk solution. When they're good and soggy, take one of the cornflakes and place it on top of one of the surfaces waiting to be stuck. Then push down the second surface and leave to dry. You see that? Good and stuck. Cornflakes adhesive. That's sausage, Dad.
So, when we finally come to wash that coffee mug, instead of a little bit of fingery-wingery agitation,
Stop it.
you have to fish it out from under a 6-inch slime of congealed fat and post-scrapings. Why don't I do it at the right time? It's not just that it would be easier, but there is also the mental anguish that a sink full of washing up promotes. It's always there, haunting your life. The grill pan poking out of the tepid water like a shark's fin. And every morning I think, shall I bake for breakfast? Oh, cobblers, I haven't washed the grill pan. Shall I wash the grill pan? Nah. The washing up is always there, haunting my soul, proof of my inability to get my life together. It sits in the sink like a malignant monster going, oh, I'm still here, you know. I'm still here. You haven't done me yet, have you? I'm still here. It's always there, haunting my life. If you're watching telly or reading the paper, it's there going, oi, oi, I'm still here, you know. If you go to the pub with your mates, you have a good evening. See you girls, see you lads, nice evening. In through the door, oh no, yes, I'm still here. Nobody did me miraculously while you were out. Why did I never change the world like I dreamt of as a kid? Well, I'd done a washing up, man, you know. I mean, why did it take them 30 years to storm the Berlin Wall? Well, there was the dusting, like the laundrette. The bills had too much stuff to do. My whole life is a cacophony of stuff to do. It fills my every waking moment. I'm in the morning, I'm trying to read my paper. The whole kitchen is shouting at me. As I say, the washing up is saying, I'm still here, I'm still here. Across the kitchen, pinned to the notice board, is the electricity bill. It's been there a month. You'd better pay me, Ben. You'd better pay me. They'll cut you off. They don't warn you anymore. You'd better pay me. They'll just cut you off. The noise of the lecky bill wakes up the broken cupboard door. Fix me! Fix me! I've only got one decent hinge. Actually, that's the way they are actually fitted. There you go, missus. Beautifully fitted kitchen. And all the doors will start falling off tomorrow. Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, I must tell you at home, all those people at home thinking, blimey, those people in the audience can half laugh a lot of a very bad joke. It took 10 minutes to fix up that special effect, and it was still no rubbish. So, back to the routine. Stuff to do. Stuff to do. Our lives are full of stuff to do. The fridge door. The fridge door is covered in stuff to do. That's the only reason I have a fridge. There's nothing in it. Well, obviously, there's the Sellafield sausage and all the rotting gunk in the drawer at the bottom. But basically, my fridge door is there as a receptacle for stuff to do. Who invented those bits of magnetic plastic fruit? What a bastard, eh? Shall I pay the gas bill? No, I'll stick it to the fridge door with a magnetic banana. It's all there. Stuff to do, the letter from Granny. Oh, it's rustling, the beautiful stuff to do, rustling away. The letter from Granny ringing your conscience, stuck at the door. It's been there for months. Every time you see it, you're thinking, she'll die. She'll die then. Before you reply, she'll die, the poor old girl. It means so much to her, so little effort for you. You heartless git. You never minded the postal orders when you were a kid, did you? But can't be bothered to write to her now, can you? Stuff to do all over the fridge. Next to the letter from Granny ringing my conscience is the 10p off the biscuits coupon. I cut out of the back of the local paper 3 months ago. I expire tomorrow. What? Money means nothing to you then, huh? No matter how great the glory, stuff to do is always lurking in one's mind.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
And when I get back, I'm going to wash the bloody sheets.
Try to imagine for a moment, ladies and gentlemen, human joy. Not the vague, mundane feelings of all rightness which normally pass for joy, but real human joy. What is it in reality? I'd posit a guess that it's love.
Right on.
Disgusting! We're not rabbits! I think it depends. Are we discussing love soppy here or love squelcher?
Surely the greatest joy, the greatest physical joy must be to make love.
Ah! Love squelcher, eh?
I'm not talking about bonking or a quick knee trembler. I'm talking about making love. Very different thing. That time, ladies and gentlemen, when you were actually making love, not bonking. Oh, it's so good. It's so good because you love each other. I worship her. I never dreamt that she might like me, and now, this time we're making love. It's so good. No, I don't make that noise when I do it either. This is television, you know? I mean, we've got a willing suspension of disbelief. And you are making love. And it's so good this time. This time you didn't have to drink 16 cups of Gold Blend to get round to it. No, you knew it was right this time. This time your hips are actually working to the same rhythm as your partner's. It's never happened before. Normally it's like a Stockhausen concert. Everybody working to an independent rhythm. You need a metronome on the pillow. 1, 2, 1, 2. But this time you are making love. And that's what matters. And the window is open. And the duvet is in a crumpled heap on the floor. And there's a light summer breeze playing across your naked buttocks. Not a storm, a breeze. And it's so good. It's so good. And the music is perfect. And it's on CD auto reverse, so it isn't going to stop after 15 minutes. It's so good. And you chose the track yourself, and you are swimming with it. You are dancing. Oh, man. For I'm your lady, and you are my man. Whenever you reach for me,